Let me share with you an interesting story about what happened when I first moved to California. I was living in a house with several friends, and we had started a garden. All that we had left to harvest in November was some jalapeno peppers. They were so pretty. The peppers were ready for harvesting, so I decided that I would pick them and clean them and put them in bags so that when we made chili in the winter, we could just pull some out and put them in the chili. I went outside and picked all the peppers and brought them in the house. I was trying to figure out how I was going to put them in bags to save them for later. So I decided to go ahead and slice the stems off, cut them open, and remove the seeds. As I was doing this, I started to feel a burning sensation in my hands. So I stopped and washed them, and then when I went back, it was still burning a little bit more every time. So I thought, what am I going to do with this? My hands were burning so bad I had to decide what to do. So I decided to get a bowl and fill it with ice and water to soak my hands in. It was the best ice water ever. After sitting there for a while, I was getting bored, so I decided to take my hands out of the ice water and see if they were feeling better. I dried them off and I put lotion on, and that was the worst idea in the world. It hurt so bad that I had to put my hands back in the ice water. After a while, my friend showed up and asked me what was happening, and I explained that my hands were burning from the hot peppers I'd been cutting. So they decided to call the urgent care nurse for me to get some advice. After a phone call, my friend told me that the nurse said to put meat tenderizer on my hands. I had never heard of this, but I was willing to try it if it would make my hands feel better. So we searched the cabinets and found some meat tenderizer, but when I put it on there, it hurt even worse than just having my hands dry with lotion. It had salt in it. So I went back to putting my hands in the ice water. By this time, my hands were all wrinkled and shriveled from having been in the water so long. I was so bored. I had been sitting there all day, and I was tired and ready for bed. Enough of this already, I said. So I went ahead and laid out on the bed in a position where I could keep my hands in the ice water over my head. While I was asleep, I didn't feel any pain. When I woke up around 1 o'clock in the morning, I thought the pain was gone. But then I moved my hands and they started feeling like they were on fire again. So I went back to sleep, and now I know if I'm ever going to slice up hot jalapeno peppers again, I'll use some rubber gloves.